Ukraine is essential to the existential survival of Russia. Um, there's unique geographical areas, there's religious, there's cultural, there's ethnic, there's a whole host of things that ties Ukraine to Russia that Finland doesn't have. Um, the Russians, because of Finnish and Swedish neutrality, Russia has not committed, resources, military resources into that area because there was no need to. Now that Finland and Sweden are joining, what Russia has said is, if you're a member of NATO, you're a member of NATO. Article 5 protections apply. So Russia's not going to attack a member of NATO, thereby engendering a conflict with NATO. But they said that the free ride is over. To give you an example, Sweden, with a standing army of 18 to 20,000, is now have to deal with the fact that the Russians are building a 70,000 strong army corps in Karelia that will not only shield St. Petersburg from any incursion out of Finland, but also puts Helsinki, the capital of Finland, at risk, meaning that if there's a conflict, the Finns are going to lose their capital city because they've got nothing to stop the Russians. So Finland's going to have to now double down, and they're going to have to start building a military with resources they don't have. And Russia has said that if Finland wants to maintain its current level of military activity, fine. But if they start bringing NATO infrastructure into Finland, that changes the strategic picture, and then Russia will have to respond accordingly. That doesn't mean that Russia is going to attack, but it means that Russia has to accrue military capability that can neutralize and defeat whatever NATO brings in. And so we're going to see an escalation of tensions in that area, but it doesn't automatically translate to war. Nobody wants a direct war between NATO and Russia because it could lead to nuclear conflict. But what it means is that we have a new level of instability that didn't need to occur. There's no reason for Finland and Sweden to join NATO. Russia posed no threat to them whatsoever. And if you look at it from a logical standpoint, their national security posture is actually worsened because now they've become attached to an alliance that has said that they are in strategic conflict with Russia, which means they are now in strategic conflict with Russia when they weren't previously, which means they're going to have to put down hundreds of billions of dollars investment into the military that otherwise didn't need to be spent. And I don't know about you, but I can imagine better ways to spend $100 billion, like on healthcare, on education, on infrastructure, than pouring into a military that can never be used because a war with Russia would mean nuclear war and we're all going to die anyways.